Hello. Oh, crikey. Hello. God bless you. What? Welcome to A Bit Spursy. I'm Barney.
I'm Dan.
And we're here for a podcast that some have called Too Much Laughing Boring.
Yeah, so hopefully we can hit the mark again today.
Yeah, hit the mark. I won't be laughing once.
He's ruined it.
Oh, damn it. Well, that's it for me then.
See yourself out, Barney. I'll continue.
Yeah, okay, you just do it. Well, what have we got today, Dan? What segments?
Out of all the things that people could criticize the podcast for,
yes,
to say there's too much laughing is like, I would thought it'd be like no structure, not enough guests, not this.
Yeah, Barney introduces every episode like he's just woken up.
Yeah. It's like, no, too much laughter, boring. The segments we have today.
Yeah.
Well, there's two games to cover. Bournemouth away, Fulham away, which has just happened.
Nope. I don't think it has.
We will publish this somehow in the past.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Fulham has not happened. And a few little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I suppose. So we come to the end of the transfer window.
Yes, we have. And wow, what a window it was.
I picture that like one of these TV shows that just looks back at like all the glorious transfer windows of old. Yeah. And then, wow, what a window it was.
Yeah. With so many scandals, controversies, and deals, some done at the last minute.
Just like every window.
Yeah, just like every window that's ever happened. Does that mean that we should be ranking or rating how we feel the window?
We can do.
Yeah. Who do we actually... I get very confused because obviously we signed Bissouma last year, but it feels like we just got him. Yeah,
it's like, are we doing like the paperwork, official window thing, or are we doing like the sort of the fan like it's like a new signing? It's like just like a new signing.
It's like a new, trust me, it's just like having a new signing.
Because if we're doing that, we Bissouma kind of, I think we can count Bissouma as a new one because Conte hated him.
Hated him, thought he was dumb. famously.
So Bissouma, great signing. Richarlison, I think we've got last season.
That's a last season.
The interesting ones, I think Kulusevski was made permanent.
Oh, yeah.
But it feels like he's been playing with us for years.
Yeah, it feels like he's also been made permanent about 6 times.
Yeah.
So, did that happen this window or that was...
Officially this window.
Really?
Yeah, because it was at the very start of the window. I can't remember all the details around it. And it was something to do with timing, like... People thought we were haggling with Juve. I don't know if you remember that, but there was something about we were trying to like get the price down a little bit. And people were like, "Oh, here we go again, haggling over Kulusevski. Really? He's already in the team. Just pay up." And it's like, it's fine. I think we saved like $5 million.
Yeah, great. It's funny how. Much. I mean, I'm about to say people don't understand how business works, but neither do I. But like the idea that if you're operating with the idea of you want to generate as much profit as possible with as little loss, if you can find a space to negotiate for a player that you pretty much already own, they're not gonna be like no, and then like, we'll take him back because they don't want him.
Exactly, and especially it was a timed thing where I think we had up until the 30th of. It was probably June or May or whatever it was, to do the deal. So we had up until that point to pay the previously agreed amount. So in the week or two beforehand, why not chuck some cheeky little low ball offers in? Especially Juve. Like people were taking so much offense of like, nah, this is like clubs are gonna not like us anymore. Juve aren't gonna want to be friends.
I wonder though what we said to bring the price down. Like, were we like, you told us he could sing.
Yeah.
And he cannot.
We have built a purpose-built karaoke bar in Hotspur Way. And whenever a Decky gets up there, everyone leaves. It just sounds like a screech.
It's awful. That's how I imagine he would sing. What was it that we were able to go... you know, like you said that he would always roll snake eyes with a pair of dice.
Yeah.
And we've seen it. He doesn't.
We played 3 times. No snake eyes.
Yeah, no snake eyes whatsoever.
We've lost a lot of money at the casino on that.
Yeah, like is that Juve made several jokes about what he could do when we signed him, and we're idiots, and we're like, really? And now coming back being like, what the hell?
I would love that if we're just absolute like morons in the negotiating room.
Yeah, we're not actually like the reason why it takes so long sometimes is because we're like, so we get the player and we give you money. Is that right?
Like, yeah, that's what happens. Let's just do the deal.
Yeah, you've done this before. Have I?
I've done it before, have I?
Oh, God.
And then some offhanded remark just sends them off on a tangent for months on end.
Yeah.
But Decky over the line, that was one of the first ones that we did. Because we had that little roll at the start, I think, of like a couple of deals coming through. Madison, obviously coming through relatively early.
Mm-hmm.
Madison, I think already we can say hit.
Big tick.
Big tick.
Big tick. Big hit.
Big hit.
Yeah. Really good. And then we had
Vicario?
Solomon. Oh, no, Vicario.
Vicario. I think, Vicario around that time as well.
Yep. He's a hit.
Yeah,
He's a big hit. Yeah, big.
I'm liking him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Made some nice saves. Good with his feet. I'm very happy.
Yeah, I'm liking him.
Solomon.
Man.
Solomon, some question marks. Still, I think, over his overall ability and what he can offer, but also about the transfer itself.
Yeah.
And the, what would you say, the opportunism of the deal.
Yeah. I'm still, I mean, I could have just looked into it, but I am still baffled as to how and why and what the reason was for that.
My very, low-level understanding of it is effectively in the Ukraine, because they are in a war zone, technically, I think players are allowed to leave as long as there is some sort of compensation, or if there is they're allowed to get out of their contracts in some way.
Right. Okay.
I don't know the exact specifics of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've effectively swooped in.
Yeah.
And I think have paid very, very little in compensation.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shakhtar are like, you've got to be kidding us.
Yeah.
Come on now. And then that's where we turn around and we're like, don't worry about it. We're going to organise a friendly. And we're going to donate some money. Let's donate a bit of cash at a friendly.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Shakhtar are probably like, we'll take that, but also it's still not cool.
Yeah. Could you just give us compensation and do the friendly as well? Wouldn't that would be a good thing to do maybe?
Yeah. So a little bit dicey, I think. A little bit questionable around that.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about Solomon's on-field performance, jury's still out.
Jury's still out, I guess.
Although your jury was actually in and gone.
Yeah. They've left. They have left, and now the case can't go on because they've been speaking to their family. They thought it was over.
Yeah.
They can't be coming back. Yeah, no, I would love for the jury to return.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it happening.
Yeah. Well, I think the Fulham game, which we're going to get into a little bit, that was maybe a chance to show something. I just haven't seen enough Solomon to really, really give much of an opinion there. But in pre-season, looked kind of nice.
I thought he looked average as in pre-season. That's
Really?
where the jury left. Yeah. That's when they got out of the courthouse. Yeah, I was like, if he looks like this in pre-season, and he's probably very motivated to kind of show, I was like, he's not good. But I'm sure other podcasts will be able to be like, his XK, which is expected kicks, plus his XG minus whatever, mean that he's actually showing up quite. I don't know. Maybe he is.
I love the reference for a technical podcast is expected kicks, which is probably the most basic thing that could be measured.
Yeah.
Kick. Did it go anywhere? It doesn't matter. Just a kick.
Also, expected ones. They're not even actual kicks. It's like, he might kick it.
Yeah.
The likelihood of him kicking it, high.
Why'd you bring him in? Oh, we're expecting him to kick it quite a lot.
Oh, yeah, quite a lot. We've never seen him do it, though, but we have the expectation.
Yeah.
We've got a new stats department here. They're really good. And then there was Vicario, Solomon, and Van de Ven.
Van de Ven. Oh.
Hit, but
looked
pretty shaky against Fulham.
Really?
Yeah, I thought so.
You thought so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got Van de Ven in such a hit category.
I mean, I think he's a hit,
Okay.
but again, I'm trying to fight against my own bias here because I feel like I think he's such a hit that anything he does that's not what a hit would do, I'm like, don't worry about it. That wasn't even his fault. You know, like, that was, but, you know.
You want number ones?
What?
Number ones, like a hit, like musicians coming out, they're dropping.
Oh, they like a number one.
You just want number ones. You don't want like a top 10.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. I get it now. Yeah.
It was not a very clear reference that I brought in.
I thought you were talking about wheeze, like doing a wee. I was like, I want piss.
That's how you're measuring players.
Yeah. How big?
Piss or poo?
Yeah, piss or poo. So 1 or 2. Yeah. But I think he's great. So
yeah, I think it's like the Fulham game, very wet. And Fulham, I thought he did pretty well against Traore a couple of times.
Yep.
I know it's sort of veering towards Fulham territory here. But what other signings have we had? Oh, Veliz, who we've been told we're not going to see for a while. So no one can judge.
Yep. Udogie, does he? Yeah.
He's like a new signing.
I mean, we didn't have him last year.
Well, technically, I guess he's one who didn't play for us at all.
Yeah.
And we did sign him a long time ago. So he counts.
Yeah, he counts. Absolute hit. Absolute hit. The strongest of hits.
I think strongest of hits, him and Madison are just absolute gems.
Yeah.
Porro, we made official. We chose to take up that option to make it official. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, he's moving. Yes, yeah.
Could be a hit.
Sleeper hit. Yeah. Cult classic. Yeah.
Cult classic. Yeah. Still, I think we've seen some glimpses that maybe we didn't think we'd see because there was so much conjecture of like he can't play right back. It's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
But we've seen some nice moves there. But yeah, I think the sample size is still so small. 3 games into the season.
Yep.
And we need more.
Amen.
There's a lot of people still very upset though that we have not signed another big name forward.
Yes.
To come in and replace Richarlison. Now I'm still on the Pombo train.
Yeah. Me too.
It's way too early. Scored against Fulham. Finally got some crosses into him.
Yeah.
Great. But there's just a lot of like, if we're serious, we need to like bring in, like, who are we going to bring in to?
Haaland.
Now that would be a transfer story.
That would be a transfer story. Yeah, that to me, I saw, like, I feel like every window where rumor, it's a bit like the Dybala, like every window, we were going to sign Dybala. And now, to a lesser extent, as in there's less rumors, it's still just as consistent. Lautaro Martinez seems to get, I've seen that the last few windows, and I don't think we're going to sign him.
I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
Brendan Johnson, that is the one that is gathering quite a lot of steam.
Yeah.
A player that I have not seen enough of to really comment on, but we have people saying he can play across the front line. Then other people are complaining, saying we don't need another winger.
We do need another winger, though.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah.
Because even though, like, Solomon, Perisic, there's definitely some strengths to his game.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can consistently just go through a season going, our options for these wide players are Son, Perisic, Kulusevski, and Solomon.
Also, yeah, like Son and Kulusevski both play narrow. So then if you want, like, wingers, then it's the other two. And it's like, well, we can't just have 2 modes. We need another winger that can come in and do a job.
Just get him in, do a job.
You know? I've seen so much about this Ben, this Uncle Ben figure, that it is so divisive. Some people being like,
can I just ask, who is Uncle Ben?
Ben Johnson?
Brennan.
Ben Johnson. He will be known as Ben Johnson.
Is it Uncle Ben? Isn't that like a rice brand?
Uncle Toby's?
Uncle Toby's? I feel
Uncle-
like there's.
Oh, Uncle Ben's rice.
I think there is.
Yeah.
I
was
thought
talking
he
about
was
that.
getting involved in the deals.
Yeah. He is.
That is Brendan Johnson's agent.
Yeah, Uncle Ben. Why did I say Uncle Brendan?
Brennan.
Is it Brennan?
Brennan. Yeah. Brennan.
Brennan.
But Uncle Brendan, who's that?
Uncle Brendan. Oh God, he's another guy.
Why has this guy got so many uncles?
Yeah, I don't know. They're not. Yeah, but he was raised by uncles. Brendan Johnson was raised by uncles. His uncles came together as some kind of parenting collective.
Yep.
And he said, I want to be a footballer. And they didn't laugh at him. They said, Sure, Brennan. We're your uncles and we will get you to the Premier League.
We're forming an uncle-only commune.
Yeah, and it's all uncles in this commune, all his uncles. And yeah, they've raised him up to ride on the wings of angels.
Yeah.
Straight into Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So anyway, I've seen a lot of stuff on Brennan Johnson online where some people are like, why would we sign this idiot? He's terrible. He's the worst. And then the opposite of that being like, well, no, the opposite of that is oh, well, I actually think he'd be quite a smart signing to make. It's crazy that we've been through this with Kulusevski. We've been through this with Vicario more recently, where people are like, who the hell is this? Great. So we're signing this moron from this stupid, where is he even from? Doesn't matter. I've never seen him for 1 second and I hate him. Think about the fact that this person that you're criticizing online, this Brennan, he's got a family of uncles that read all of these, okay, and they get upset.
Think about the uncles.
Yeah, Uncle Ben, Uncle Brendan, and yep, that's right, Uncle Toby's.
They're very active online.
Yeah, they are very. They never comment or post, but they read.
They read everything that comes in.
Yeah. They've got Google alerts set for them. They're caring uncles. They want to know what's going on.
Have you ever actually used Google Alerts?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Don't know how it works. Have you?
No, I've not used it.
Yeah.
But I think the only thing I've seen is in Glass Onion. I think where Google Alerts go off to alert when, I think it's if there's a news story about a word, you can set an alarm for it. It seems a bit, I don't know, panic inducing.
Yeah. I got to look into it.
Yeah, or not.
I do. I have to look into it.
I feel like, do our lives need more notifications?
Yeah. I want more. Notifications. I don't have enough.
I'll check your Google Alerts and it'll be like Uncle Ben, Uncle Brendan, Uncle Toby, Brendan Johnson.
Also, to be clear, it's not just Uncle Toby, it's Uncle Toby's.
Toby's.
Yeah, that's his name is Toby's.
Okay, so the brand is not actually possessive now.
No.
It's his name is Toby's.
Yeah, his name is Toby's. It's confusing. Yeah. Some people think there's more than one Toby, but it's just one man.
It's just one.
Yeah.
I love that you're sitting there all just window waiting for the alert to go off. It's not happening still. Another day.
What the hell? No one's... Ever since I brought this up on the podcast, everyone's stopped talking about these guys.
So, look, within 48 hours, we could see.
Yeah, true.
48 hours? 72 hours. End of this week.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And time. Soon. Soon.
Outgoings is probably the big
the
big talking point right now.
Yeah. True. Outgoing, number one, obviously. Snake Man.
Snake Man, having a great time.
Yeah,
apparently.
Enjoying it.
Also, never mentioning the Spurs at all. In interviews, it's always just like, how'd you like being in the Premier League? You had a good run there. Like, yeah, I love the Premier League. Football's great. And you're like, just say Spurs once. Just say Spurs once.
Remember us.
Did we mean nothing to you?
Yeah, clearly.
That's really kind of about it. Like Mora.
Oh no.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. And then now just a lot of rumors. So Eric Dyer is the one that's popping up now. People saying, could he go to Bayern?
Which is incredible.
So amazing. On a personal level, I still like Dyer.
As a person?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Definitely time to move on as a footballer.
Yep.
And Bayern is just the curveball that I don't think any of us saw coming.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit like when was it Paulinho went to
Barca.
Barca? Yeah, that was like what?
Yeah.
This could be, and you made a good point before we started recording. Could it be because the movie club needs to be reunited?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it has to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
As soon as if we get an alert saying Matt Doherty is now being linked, away from Wolves, which I think he's gone back to Bayern as well.
Yeah. Whoa.
Harry, what do you need here? Like, what do we need? Like, what can we do for you to make you feel comfortable in Munich? We'll do whatever you want. Like, sign Eric Dyer, Matt Doherty.
Yeah, sign them. Well, okay. We sort of were thinking more like, do you need some help setting up the kids going to schools or how
dry cleaning,
all that kind of. No, we'll handle that. I need Eric Dyer and I need Matt Doherty here ASAP.
And we need a full Laserdisc collection of all of our favourite films.
Okay, is that clear? God, that would be hilarious if that does happen. Because why would they sign Eric Dyer apart from, that sounds awful to Eric Dyer. That's not what I mean.
Of course.
But you would imagine that where he was going next maybe wouldn't be on the tier of Bayern Munich.
No.
So it's very clear that Harry Kane has said, you need to sign Eric Dyer.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal.
It very much sounds like deals when you hear of like a big music artist from like a group and they're like, yeah, Universal, I'll sign with you. But you got to get me and the Hot Boys. Got to give us a deal as well for an album too.
Yeah.
It's like, fine.
Yeah.
You get your 5 album deal, we'll give you one just for whatever.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's very much like that.
Maybe that's why the Harry Kane saga took so long. And it's like we're just now seeing the fruits of that labour.
Yeah.
That like this was agreed at the start of the window, but the whole time Harry was just trying to get Dyer over the line.
They're like, no, we'll give you an extra 20 million. I don't care.
I'm going to give that money to Dyer then, and tell him just to come live with me.
I'll say it's a transfer fee. He'll get here, rock up. He'll be like, where's my kit? And you guys will look like idiots.
Yeah. You're going to stop him coming in the training ground?
Seriously?
A friendly club like Bayern? Family-friendly club?
Family-friendly club. Okay. Your funeral.
It could happen.
Yeah.
Tungi. It seems like PSG are always rumoured to buy him. They're the things that just come up. I feel like we're gonna be stuck with Ndombele forever. Yeah. He's gonna leave on a free, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Eventually.
Who's gonna buy him? Like at this point, who is gonna buy him? Nobody. No.
Gio is now apparently staying and is well within plans.
Yeah, I also read that it was some clickbait article that was like, Giovanni Lo Celso feels furious and betrayed by Ange Postecoglou for not having played the first 2 games.
Yeah.
And and then it was the sub-headline, the tagline was, I forget how to speak every time I do this podcast, was like, Gio feels that Ange is not living up to his promises. And I just love the idea of Gio being like, hey, Ange, am I playing today? You promised. Yeah. And Ange just like, no. He's like, what? You said. I'm leaving this club now. And then
he's in front of the whole squad as they're going through the team sheet. Yeah. So we're just ignoring promises now?
Yeah. Oh, okay, so I guess a promise means nothing.
Gio, just sit down. Sit down, mate.
Trust me.
Sit down, mate.
Sit down, mate. You're in the plans. Just sit down. You're in the plans. All right, well, I better be playing next game. And then next game. What the hell? You pinky promised. Yeah. Mate, I didn't pinky. Well, I snuck up behind you and stuck my pinky in yours.
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Did you feel that last week? That
Probably
little
not.
pinky? No.
Probably not, because I'm a ghost to you. I'm a freaking ghost.
Gio, mate, come on, just let it go.
Mate.
Come on, mate. Don't worry, you're in your plans. We're going to get you a game soon.
Yeah, we'll get you on. Yeah, apparently staying.
Playing the League Cup?
Yes.
That's Fulham.
Sell him.
Didn't look great.
Yeah.
Again, one game in the wet. Who knows? But
I thought, from what I've seen,
Mm.
I thought he looked all right.
I think maybe again it's the drop of going from like Madison running things down to Gio. The big drop off. I do think though that the Fulham game, it's very hard to judge any of the players because we had 9 changes.
Yep.
So Van der Ven and Richarlison were the only ones that stayed, and it felt very disjointed. Like this is the B team that haven't played so much together yet, competitively.
Yeah.
And I agree. Yeah, I agree. Okay, probably okay. I still would like Gio to come good.
Yeah, me too. I just think about in the All or Nothing documentary when he's injured and Mourinho says to him, says something like, how are you or something? And he goes, I can play for you, boss. Or something.
I've completely forgotten this bit.
yeah. It's like really quick. And he's like, and Mourinho's like, I know you would. He's like, I do it for you.
It sounds like a Oliver Twist type thing of just like
Some
begging
more.
for please, some more minutes, boss.
Yeah. To me, it was more like, no, it's too dark. Don't worry.
Moving on.
So we had should we just do the Fulham game now so we can get it out of the way?
Yeah, let's talk about Fulham game.
Yeah.
Tell
me.
We played. We lost. A lot of changes. Very disjointed performance, I thought, overall.
Yep.
It was interesting to see, given that we had our forward leader out, our midfield leader, and our defence leader out.
Yep.
We had to go with backup civilian leader.
Yep.
Ben Davies.
Back in the fold as captain.
As Capitano.
Yeah, hello.
Which was, I wonder how far down the line they go. Like at the start of the season, how we got the clip of Ange going like, Sonny, captain, Kuti, Madison. Do they just show us a little bit and then they actually go through the whole team? If you're all out, then we're going to go with Gentle Ben.
Yeah.
If you're out, we're going to go with Basuma. If you're out.
Yeah. And lastly, Tanguy, if we get to this point, we just will not have a captain on the day.
Yeah. And Gio's like, I'm still here.
You promised me. You're a special kind of captain.
Yeah.
I've got a special armband for you. Yeah, I thought part of the, obviously having that spine of captains was a good move, but I also figured that having 2 named vice captains would mean that when we would make changes like we made, at least one of them would play.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was kind of surprising that didn't happen.
Yeah, I'd say in most cases, like it's pretty surprising to go a full lineup change. Like we said, I think if we had that extra centre back in, then I think Van der Ven probably would have been rested.
Yeah.
And maybe if Veliz was a bit further along, then would have started for Richarlison. Or if Scarlett was impressing a little bit more already, he would have come in.
Yeah.
It just felt very much like I don't want to say Ange was like just throwing the game away, but it was probably a sense of like, this B team should be able to kind of hold the fort down a bit.
Yeah.
And then we can bring on the big guns.
Yeah.
And just win it at the end. But let's also just see what people can do and where we're at.
Yeah, it felt pre-season-y, the lineup. It was just kind of like, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, at least they didn't score. Technically.
Who?
Fulham. They technically didn't score.
Oh, of course. I was about to say, did I just miss? Did we like win the game? Am I in a different reality altogether? No, of course, Mickey. Tidy little, beautiful little chip, like little flick over the top.
See, I told you, we're so biased. Great shot.
Great shot, Mickey.
He just got a bit confused, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. I also read, again, another fantastic clickbait headline that was like, 3 players refused or didn't want to take a penalty before Davinson took one and missed.
I did find Davinson very surprising as the choice for the 3rd penalty, I think it was. Who's going to be refusing?
That idea of they're like, all right, well, who's next? And everyone else is going, not me. Oh, no, not me. And then eventually Davinson's like, I'll do it then, I guess.
Because also Madison took one after him.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no way Madison's just like, no,
Yeah,
not me either.
no, I can't. It's such a funny. Like, you can really just make some stuff up,
Yeah,
can't you? Put it on the internet.
Speaking about the pod that we put up on the internet.
Yep. You can really just put any old shit on the internet, can't you?
I wonder. I do wonder how we train for sort of penalties in that sense, because Fulham, actually no, it seemed like Groundhog Day in the sense that every penalty Fulham just went to the right, and then Foster just went to his right, and they just kind of rolled them all in, apart from, I think, Harry Wilson, so he smashed it in across against the crossbar. But it just felt very like deja vu. It's like Foster just dive left this time, and then every time right, and they just rolled it in.
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't make it swap when it was getting close to pens.
Oh, to bring Vicario.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think is that we had all of our subs done. Or maybe Foster is just great at penalties in training, but then just on the field,
he can only dive one way.
Yeah. Boss, you know when they go right.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'll just do it and see what happens.
Like, imagine being a Fulham player and being like, that's force. Okay. Sweet. All right, guys, we all know exactly what to do. Yeah. And he's like, they won't get me this time. Yeah. Can change anything? No.
And just damn it. Each time.
What? What's happening? Yeah.
Look, to be honest, at least the fact that we go out on a penalty shootout is much better than extra time in these scenarios. Although I'm a little disappointed that we've gone out the first round.
Yeah, it sucks.
The first round that we're in of the League Cup, which did feel like one of the competitions we would be able to have a crack at.
Yeah. Because it's all well and good to turn your nose up at the League Cup, but also it's like, well, we're only like in the league, we're out of that now, and the FA Cup. And that's it.
Yeah, down to 2.
So
I guess the double's still on the cards.
Still on the cards. Very good. Well, can't wait for that.
Yeah. It's it would have been nice to at least go a few more rounds there. I wonder if now when we get to the FA Cup, if Ange plays it maybe a little bit more cautiously, in the sense of doesn't just rotate out the whole team.
Yeah. It's interesting though that, I mean, under Mourinho we had a absolute classic. We had a B team that we would roll out, but that pattern sort of continued ever since, where we have all these players that then play together in those competitions and do not play well because they don't play with each other. It just sort of seems like a continuing issue, but one that it's like, well, you fix it by, I guess, playing a mix of first team players and players that maybe don't always start, but then you tire it. I don't know. I'm not a coach.
No, I think it's like what you said earlier, of like, it's kind of like rotating maybe half the squad through, and then, all right, great, maybe you need to then in the next league game you're resting one or two who might be a little bit tired from that. But it did feel very, very much B team, which is interesting because Ange was also like, I want to win the cups, I want to win everything, and we kind of thought we were taking those a lot more seriously. Not to say that our current B team shouldn't be able to do something, but it is a bit of a statement to just go like, all right, change it all up.
Change it up.
All the good ones, rest.
Yeah. Still no Tangy.
Yeah. No, absolutely nowhere to be seen.
Nowhere to be seen.
I don't know if he's even got a squad number. I don't think there's... Just...
I wonder what he's doing. I really do. Because he's nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still training. Because normally you hear about these things, it's like, I was training with the under-18s, or training with the reserves, or training with this. Or if he still is training with the first team.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in any training videos, I don't think.
Yeah.
Where is he going?
Yeah. Guess we'll see what happens there. Slightly more positive. The Bournemouth game
It was great. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
That was Ange ball.
Yeah.
I'm loving Big Ange instead.
Yeah. It was great. It was just the fact that we kept a clean sheet. The way we played, everything about it, and it was really good.
Yeah. And I think it's even the context of like looking at these two games, I'm still overly very, very positive and happy the fact that in the league games we've been playing so well. So we know that when our first 11 are playing, we're playing, I think, far beyond what we thought we would be at this stage.
Yeah.
So I think overall it's still net positive
Mm-hmm.
Of that. But it's just really impressive. Like Sarr, again, looking great.
Amazing.
Madison as well. I love that moment in the game where with the corner, where I think the Bournemouth fans are chanting like, "Southgate's right, you're effing shite."
Yeah,
I think, and then he just comes up, rolls the ball so far out of the little the corner D, and then all the fans are like, "Oh, you buddy!" And then he just looks up at them and like smiles and rolls it back. And then you even hear on the video like, "Oh yeah, well played. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, well done. All right, fair enough."
Yeah, that was really good. I loved that. Also his goal.
Yeah.
Well taken. Yeah. Kulusevski, he scored as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Thank God.
Your doggy cut that back and
Yes. Oh yeah, that move by Udogie into the box was like, wowee.
Yeah,
That's all I can say.
Because he played the 1-2 with Son, and it was like, whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
That was fantastic. How was it again?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, great.
That's how Ange gives his team talks of telling the moves.
Yeah. So, guys, basically, for this half, I'm happy with the first half, but we do need a bit of.
Players like, no, what? Can you just tell us like what's going? It's like Mickey. So you get the ball, then whoop, scoot, boop.
Yeah. What the hell? I'm speaking Australian, mate.
Hey, look, managers' methods are a bit out there, but you got to trust in it, right?
Trust me, it works. Do you see what he did at Celtic?
That's how Ange is successful all over the world. He takes language out of the equation.
Yeah, it's just Morse code.
And you see the results; they speak for themselves.
Yeah, they sure do. It's intricate. He communicates more than what you could with words.
Yeah,
with these sounds, there's more to them.
That's right. It gets the players on a deeper level.
Yeah. He really gets in their subconscious. With these. Yeah,
they feel it.
Little boops. Yeah. Imagine him doing that. Like, all right, guys. Now I want all right, mates. Now, mate, you got to do this. Sit down, guys. Listen.
And Miller is just there next to him as the enforcer.
Yeah.
Like, boys, settle down. Shut up. Come on, listen to Gaffer.
Laugh.
Don't laugh at all.
I keep on thinking, what we're currently talking about, and the man that left the review laughing too much, boring. If he was listening right now, he would be steaming.
Yeah. Well, we're not laughing, mate, so you can't criticize us for that.
Just talking about what really happens.
Yeah. We are the conspiracy theory pod.
Yeah.
That we just peel back the plaster.
Yeah.
And reveal what's really underneath.
Underneath. That's right.
The writing's on the wall and we're
revealing it. Yeah, that's right. You mentioned before the podcast that the new kits.
Oh yeah, the third kit.
The third kit. Apparently there's some video.
Oh, there is a video of this. Here we go.
Okay.
So, I saw this like late last night, Australian time.
Yep.
And it's the announcement of the kit.
Okay.
Which
more birds must lead us to more birds. It's simple maths.
Yeah.
And these guys keep on bringing me out here to look for birds that don't exist, man.
This guy's always complaining. Sometimes, I use my geography skills.
Okay. Wait, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
We're walking for hours, I'm hot.
Oh my days, it's one. No, right there. Oh my days. Shut up. How can you not see that?
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh my god, no, she's right.
I don't know.
Hey.
Yeah? No way. Look at it go. It's like flying right over there.
Oh wow, is it?
Yeah,
This is...
Yeah, that's what it is.
Nah.
That is the announcement video.
That cannot be real.
It's real. That's from Nike Football. That is
What?
on Nike Football's official Instagram.
What?
When I first saw that, I thought as well, I'm like, this is like a group of like YouTubers doing a skit or something.
Yeah.
And somehow, it looks like Richarlison.
Yeah.
Then when it zooms in on him, so for people just listening to this and not able to see it, basically you have 3 Spurs fans. They're just in the park going around bird watching and talking about, where the birds are.
Well, the first line is something like, he always tells me about these fake birds or something like that.
And then they're out there, they've got their binoculars, they're in a little bird watching hut, and then you hear, they go, what's that? And then they look, long story short, they're in some forest area.
Yeah.
They look towards the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium through their binoculars, and then they see up on the skywalk,
no less.
Richarlison. This sounds like something we would make up. in our
it
fantasies.
literally sounds like something that we would make up on this podcast.
And Richarlison is up there doing his little pigeon that's in the third kit up on top of the skywalk.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, they say it's like Pombo.
Yeah.
Also, so the narrative for the characters is they're in some woodland. They go into kind of a bird watching shelter, and one guy is very concerned about somebody else who keeps on telling him about fake birds. And then they go, oh wait, there is this Pombo, which is pigeon.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, a pigeon. Like, what the?
We haven't checked that off on our list yet.
Pigeon. That's so weird. It's clearly also made or directed or whatever by somebody who is not comedically persuaded with the way the editing is, where it's like, it's not funny. The reveal is not funny.
No.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it's like, it's funny in the sense of how insane it is.
Yeah.
How absolutely...
Yeah, that's what I mean. But it's not like, they've done this on purpose and this is a joke. It's like, you get a weird feeling of like, I think I should be laughing.
Yeah.
But I'm more laughing at how ridiculous this is.
Yeah, it's like you have to watch it a few times to really grasp what has just happened.
Yeah, I feel a little bit sick. Like, my head's... I need to watch it a few more times.
Well, I first saw this I think it was probably shared on the Spurs official account, saying like, here's our third kit, which we're wearing tonight. So it was very just like, whoa, now we're here. Here's the third kit.
No wonder we got knocked out. Like,
well, Richarlison's tired. He's a tired week.
Yeah.
He climb up and down the sky.
Yeah. He's been busy. He's been very busy.
The interesting thing with the third kit, and we actually got to see it in the flesh, so we have a better idea of what it looks like, is all the photos that were going up, it looks completely different each time in terms of the colour.
Yeah.
Like the one that the club put out, it looks like a light pink.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then in other ones, it looked even more grey than what it is.
Yeah, I honestly still am not entirely sure what colour it is.
Yeah, I got no idea.
Yeah. Because it looks sometimes like a salmon.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it looks like salmon that's been left out for a while. And yeah, otherwise it just looks great. Like, it's very weird.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's Nike have come up with the new tech and they're like, you know what changes colour when it gets wet? So either when it's rainy or you sweat through it, it changes colour.
Yeah.
So you can see how far your players are running by all their sweat marks.
They're all tracked by GPS. We all.
Yeah.
What about this instead, though?
Yeah. What if GPS fails? What if there's a lot of cell phones on in the stadium? You can't see the GPS.
It doesn't matter. What if everyone's using GPS and everyone's got Apple Watches? That won't change anything. That's the same as before. What if someone's using a microwave? What?
Well, we made it anyway, so we can't go back on it.
Yeah, we made it anyway, and we've actually... Here, watch this cool thing we made. I want to transcribe the script from that ad, and I think we should give a radio play performance.
Yeah.
Because the lines don't make any sense.
Yeah. It's really quite remarkable. Like, I've only seen us through Nike before try and do like cool reveals.
Yeah.
Of like, it'll be suddenly like, deck you in like a dimly lit room in like that blue kit that the third kit that we had. Or something, the away kit. But whatever. Like, it's always like, let's try and do something cool. Let's put them like in the street, just hanging out with like, jeans, and they've got the new home kit on. And then to go from all of that to this. There's a part of me which absolutely loves it. Like, it makes me laugh. I kind of would like more ridiculous things. Although the funny thing again in all this is that like there are a lot of fans online who are really unhappy with Richarlison's performances and stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
So then they probably just logged on and then they see this video and they see like Richarlison like up on the skywalk just pigeoning around. Because fans always, it's like, as soon as a player, there's an image of them doing something different that isn't training. It's like, well, he should be training. He should be running. He should be at the training ground working and getting better.
Yeah. Every time. It's always like, well, no wonder he's, not been playing well. He's clearly not focused on the game because he's been up on the skywalk pretending to be a pigeon.
I wonder if, like, I would love it if Richarlison himself had pitched this video idea. And then they're just like, no, Richarlison, we're not going to do that. We've got the studio set up.
Yeah.
We're all good to go. All the models and stuff. Everyone's here. We just need you to come in.
Wait, where's he gone?
They just hear clanging. As he's like, oh no, he's going to Skywalk. Oh, shit.
To me, it looks like either AI wrote it or a bunch of businessmen were like, wouldn't it be funny if he it's so like, I like the fact how weird it is. I'm with you. I want more of this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm so furious with the way it's shot and the way that it's been put together that they stuff up their own joke. It's so annoying. Because it seems like they're trying to go for they're still trying to go for a cool thing at the same time. It's like, no, you have a man on top of a stadium pretending to be a pigeon.
Yeah.
Like, you need to just drop that.
Yeah. It's like, I wonder if like whoever's approving this at the club, they were just on leave or something.
Yeah.
Because I would assume that the clubs themselves are always the ones going, no, we just want something like, we can't do anything fun. It's got to be very serious shoot. We're trying to sell kits here.
Yeah.
Right? We're trying to sell a lot of kits. So make people look cool.
Yeah.
Right? Make people cool. Fans will want to buy it. They want to look cool. There we go. Job done. But in this instance, Nike like, what if?
Yeah. We do something wild. Okay, I've got a pitch for you. Next kit release video.
Great.
You hear like choral music.
Okay.
The camera zooms in. We're in a dark church, right? All the Spurs players are there as nuns. full regalia. They've got it all on. They got the rosary beads. They're all. Yeah. And then one of the nuns goes, shh, shh, shh. And they all turn and look. And Ange Postecoglou, out of the basin at the front of the church where he does baptisms, pulls out the new kit, which is a different color on some of it because it's a new Nike kit and it has the color technology.
Yeah.
And then he says in some kind of Latin, I'm trying to think of a Latin phrase. What's seize the day from?
Carpe diem?
Maybe he says carpe diem.
Yeah.
And then all the nuns, all our players, there's a big wind.
Also, he doesn't say al ordere es facere, like the club's Latin.
No, he doesn't. Because that would be too easy. So he says carpe diem. And then there's a big wind. And all of the nuns' cloaks, nuns' robes, nuns'
I think the habit
habits?
is the hat, right?
Yeah, right.
But not the...
But they're wearing the whole thing.
Yeah.
All blow off. And then they're standing there in the kits. The end.
And just to clarify, what was Ange wearing in this?
Oh, he's dressed as the Pope.
He's just...
Yeah.
Full hat. And everything.
Yeah. Or he could be a nun too. I mean, I don't mind.
I love it. I'm there for it.
I feel like tonally it's very similar to what we just saw.
Yeah. It's definitely on the same part with that. Is the kit nice and colourful?
Yeah. Because it's like they're being released from the shackles of the nun clothes. Yeah. By the wind that Ange creates.
So it's like the Dan flashes, like crazy design. It's all going.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I would love to see Ange do that more than anyone else. And in the space of 10 minutes, we've gone from Ange goes beep bop, beep bop, beep bop, to he's like speaking perfect Latin in like a church.
I hope he never listened to this podcast. ever. I mean, he won't, but you know, he was talking about listening to Nick Cave on Louis Theroux's podcast.
Yep.
Imagine if he was like, I was listening to a podcast during the week and they said that I went beep boop. And then I just remember. Yeah. Maybe I just feel like he'd be furious.
Yeah, I think so. Unless we're going to keep an eye out on Nike football.
Yeah.
Because if there is suddenly now a surprise fourth kid.
Trademark. It's trademarked a bit Spursy.
We've now said that so it counts.
Yeah. It's our idea.
It's our idea. I'm down. I'm so
Great.
down.
Great.
It would really disappoint me now if we go from this
back to
just like very standard.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Wearing jeans.
Yeah.
Come on. You've opened the door.
Yeah, there's no going back now.
You've cracked Pandora's box.
Yeah,
let it spill out.
This is happening. We're not going back to just, classy videos of Bale sitting in an armchair watching himself on a projector.
Yeah.
Right. Everything from this point onwards has to be completely bonkers.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I want to see videos where there are time shifts, or someone's lost their memory, like Memento, and they're looking at it.
Yeah, it's like the Harry Kane announcement one for Bayern was a little bit similar to this, but maybe a little bit more restrained.
Yeah.
Where they're showing like the outside of a theater, and then I can't remember, but it's like you just see like some curtains or red curtains or whatever, and then anyway, Kane turns around and is dressed in like a suit, and he says some line which it doesn't really fit anything. It doesn't really. I thought he was going to be like, oh, they're doing maybe a Bond thing,
yeah,
and he's like, the name's Kane, Harry Kane, but it was just effectively like, I'm here. And then it goes like, welcome, Harry.
Oh, I love the fact that now when when the clubs come to an agreement, player comes, passes the medical, they do the agreement, and then there is a media officer somewhere that's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I know I said we went to go bowling. We can't. We're going to make a small cinematic piece.
Yeah.
About this player arriving. It's got to be a pastiche on something, but unclear what.
We've got 3 hours to do it.
Yeah.
And we've been given 2 props.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's just so good. So good. Let's have more of it.
Yeah. Agreed.
It sort of strikes me like maybe if like I would wonder like who wrote this. If it was someone at the club, that would be so fantastic.
Yep.
It all comes out that it's like, look, Daniel Levy has been copying so much flack lately that he's actually started taking some sketch comedy classes.
Yeah.
Just to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
And this is his first piece that he's put out into the world. He gets Pombo in there.
Yeah.
He gets the shirts.
Yep.
He gets the skywalk, more importantly.
Well, most importantly, I feel like it's a bit of a forgotten feature there, the fact that the skywalk is in it.
Yeah.
It's... I'm really happy that it made it in there. That's
the sort of thing. It's like if you act in something and you're very much a background character and you're in it for half a second, and then you just get like your friends or family to watch it with you, it's episode 3, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
Check out this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. And then you're gone. And it's like the skywalk would be getting around its friends and being like, I'm in this one. You better look at it.
Around its friends, the London Shard, the London Eye, Big Ben.
The gherkin? The gherkin?
The gherkin?
Or is that the Shard?
Wait, what's the gherkin?
I don't know. The big like gherkin shape.
Oh, that's the gherkin. Yeah, the Shard's the one that has all the like spiky bits at the top. It kind of looks like,
Right, cool. Yeah. All of them are coming in.
Yeah. To watch.
To watch the video.
This video. It fits in the world.
It fits.
It fits.
Yep, it fits. It makes sense.
Was there anything else that we had?
I don't think so. I think, look, ultimately, overall the games are going well. So it feel weird to like really be complaining too much about all that.
Yep.
Transfers, we don't know. Lots going to happen the next couple of days.
Yep.
So again, it would feel weird if we're sitting here just like, oh no, we haven't shipped anyone off. And then someone like listens or watches this like in 2 days' time, and we've made some progress on that.
True. I love deadline day so much. I love that. I'm here outside AFC Bournemouth, and we've just seen, or when nothing is happening at the club they're at, and it's like, yeah, Bill, very quiet here.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then they cut back to them again, and it's like they just feel like they've got to inject some excitement out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We've got to report the gate is going to open soon.
Yeah.
We don't know why the gate's going to open, though.
Yeah.
Could be the cleaners coming in. We don't know.
I love it. I mean, deadline day is exciting. I honestly don't care who. I'm just like, so just sign someone.
Yeah, you want to be part of the deals.
Yeah, you want to be part of the deadline day deals.
Yeah.
The midnight signing of the paper.
Yeah, like everyone criticizes us as a club for doing deals late. Yeah, we all tune in and we're just like, oh, deadline day, what's coming on?
Yeah.
So everyone gets worked. The whole world gets worked up on it.
Yeah. Oh, even if it's not us and it's not even consequential to us, I just love we're hearing that Mbappe will be going to Fulham.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like you start caring about deals that you've got no business caring about. And it's like, Andy Carroll has appeared at Blackburn.
Yeah. What?
What?
That's amazing.
Gosh.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when the players, if they are actually signing for the club, when they walk in, they go, hey, guys. Hey. Yeah. What's happening, guys? It's good.
And that's it.
Yeah. That's it. Well, we don't have any questions this week, and that's your fault, listener. But
drop some questions. Drop some
questions on the Discord. We love getting the questions. We love the ones that we love all questions.
Yeah.
But we love the ones that involve the imagination above all else. Yeah. But any question's great.
We're expecting an influx of tactical things.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
After people have made it through this point of the pod, and then it's like, you know what? I really want to hear what they think about.
I watched this. I watched a video the other day of it was really good. I think Spooky shared it maybe, and it was like how we were setting up and parallel runs and all this kind of stuff. And as I was watching it, I was like, we would never talk about this on our podcast. But it was great.
It was good.
And I can't remember what otherwise I would say.
No, I said there's there's so many great people that actually know all the ins and outs of they know every formation's pros and cons back to front. They study all the stats and all of those sort of things. So you listen to extra inch, all Tifo's videos, all that sort of stuff. That's great. Yeah. It's different.
That's cute for them.
It's cute for them. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for listening. As always, I've been Barney.
I've been Dan.
And come on, you Spurs.